Hello friends, hope you all are doing well. My name is Manan. I'm on H1b visa and I've been teaching people from last several years that you can do business on H1b. Today we are going to look at some forums and the problems in those forums. Uh, the biggest issue I have with some big law firms like Murthy Law Firms and other big firms who people spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to ask them that if they can do a business or not, and ultimately they just go there to listen that no, you cannot start a business. Please don't spend any more money with any law firms, and I am challenging those law firms with all due respect that if we can come on the debate to discuss that H1B can do business, and I have all the evidence which I'm going to show you pretty soon. So let me put myself on the side, and if you can do H1B can do business or not. So uh, okay, is my computer or it's a Murthy Law Firm? Okay, so can I start my own company while I'm on H1B if I do not work for the company? Again, you can work actively into your business. So this is the question itself is a little conservative. So answer is one in H1B status generally can be a passive investor in a business. Now, when they say there is a passive investor, there is no definition anywhere written between passive and active. I don't know where did this Murthy law firm got this idea of passive versus active. It is absolutely came out of thin air that active versus passive definition. Not in the Labor Department, USCIS, IRS, State Department, any State Department, Secretary of State, Attorney General. None of the department has any definition of what is active work versus passive work. So this is completely out of their logic that you cannot start a business. With all due respect, this is their thing, and I don't know what are their limitations that why they are not letting us start a business. Here I am. I'm not a lawyer, but I've been teaching people from last several years that you can start a business. If you are on my channel, you can go through up and down and you can see that I have thousands of views and thousands of clients whom I have educated how to start a business. Let's see some of other H1B can start business. Let's remove Murthy for now. Can H1B start a business and see what other forums are saying. So law firm, yeah, if you're an H1B status, you are allowed to start your own business. However, the process is not as straightforward you think. And while on H1B, you can only operate your business in a limited scope as a permit buyer visa. Well, again, our visa doesn't have any limitations. H1B comes, as long as you maintain your H1B visa, you can completely do any business you want. You can actively do. You can run a consulting agency, like half of my clients do. You can run Amazon. You can do a yoga studio. You can run a photography business. Any business you think. Many of my clients are in a property business, so you can do any business you want and you can actively partner into the business. Let's see about what Immigration USA is saying. Can H1B holders start a business? Because H1B visa in such a high demand due to the USCIS has placed strict rules concerning the nature of visa application work. While it's common knowledge that a foreign profession needs a job from US employers to apply, is it possible for H1B visa to? The answer yes, although the process is subject to scrutiny. How to start a business? Okay, so you can start a business straightforward. What does USCIS say? So this is very important. It is not certain whether or not H1B holder could start a business based solely on USCIS, since there was no mandate for a against this action. Now again, I have letters from USCIS. I'm going to show you. So here's a USCIS letter, and here it says that this is under the Freedom of Information Act that we received your request, and they have not said anything if you can start a business. And again, this letter is from Department of Labor, and they have said that you can start. There is no restriction from Labor Department also. If you need a copy of this letter, my number is here, 646-401-4012. You can send me a WhatsApp and I will send you those letters. Now let's go back here. Because of the regulation stated, H1B holder must only work for petitioning employers, whether a single. Here, most entrepreneurs understood that they could start a business, but they could not work for it. Now, my question to this law firm, or if this is a law firm, it looks like a law firm, free assessment and everything. Where does it say that H1B holder must work only for petitioner employers? I did not see that anywhere. I don't know where did this people got, this lawyers got that H1B holder must, this must word, I want to know where this must word come from. Okay, so please, if you someone can throw some light on it. And they are saying the same story, that you can be a passive investor. The bottom of the story is, take a look at this section of the memorandum. We consider the hiring, the company should have a business plan. Take a look at this section of memorandum. We consider a hiring party's right to control the manner and means by which the product is. Among the other factors relevant of this uniques are skills required, the source of the instruments, and the location of the work, the duration of the, whether the hiring party has the right to assign additional project to the hired party, the extent of the hired party's discretion over and when how long to work, the method of payment, the hired party's role on hiring and paying, whether the work party regular to work is a part of the regular business of the hiring party, whether the hiring party is in business, providence of employee benefits, and the tax treatment of hired party. This section of the memorandum. Okay, this whatever they are saying, this is for the primary job. This is not for when you are maintaining an H1B and when you are doing on top of it. The most important aspect of the fact is, in order to be self-employed beneficiary, a separate entity must petition on your behalf. Of course, you are going to make your own company. This rule does not have exceptions, so the only route for the self-employed application to take is an outside entity such as a board of director. It is not, it doesn't say anywhere that you cannot have your own business and you can actively work into it. Okay, here is an example of a situation that may be accepted by USCIS. David is non-immigrant, started landscaping business in which he owns 65%. David's company is set up to limit his power and discretion through the use of separate board of director that has limiting. If David wishes to work for the US, he could apply for an H1B visa. Again, if this is to apply and do work in your own company, and we all know employer relationship. So again, when you are maintaining your H1B in company X and you want to do business for yourself for some do 1 2 3, no restriction anywhere. Sarah is a web designer that has started her own trademark business. She is the only employee and is the sole proprietor. Because of this, Sarah would have a hard time establishing on employer-employee relation. Again, if you are on H4, you can start your own company, and I'm talking H4. I know what I'm talking, and there is no restriction for H4 to start a business. Now let's go back to this letter of the Labor Department, and it has clearly mentioned that H4, literally they say that they don't care. So we are looking at the Department of Labor letter right now. The H4 visa program is outside the of WHD. So WHD, Wage and Hour Division. So U.S. Department of Labor enforcement purify and will not be addressed in this response. Means they don't care what H4 does, and at least from the Office of Department of Labor, there is no restriction. Okay. I have helped people with H1B, H4 with no EAD to start their own businesses. So in US, even refugees and illegal can start their own businesses. Will this impact my green card status? If you're working towards green card, lawful permanent residence, staying on your own business, meaning it could most likely not jeopardize your status. Okay, at least they are not making you scared. One good thing. Then we are in the process of offering a green card. Be sure to enter about. Now when you apply for green card, they can ask your tax returns, and I've been doing it from 10 years. My colleagues and friends are doing from over 10 years. they have started getting they have got green cards, and none of them ever had any issue at the port of entry or during the visa renewal or anywhere. Is business plan required? Well, these all questions are a state level question and Secretary of State level question. It has nothing to do with your immigration. Okay. um, Starting a company on H1b, everything you need up console. This forums comes a lot in my SEO search. So let's see, starting a company on H1b, everything you need to know. H1b, see, establishing an employer. Again, we are not doing a business as a sole thing. We are doing a side business. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of this video. Steps in setting up business on H1b. You must remain employed uh, with the employer sponsor. Okay, hire someone. Again, hire someone. You don't need to hire someone to run your business. Okay, I hope you learned a little bit about it. If you have any question about starting a business, feel free to contact me. And if you look at the, if you have seen that letter I have circulated on the internet, there is a calendar link. If you click on this link, you should be able to you can just copy this link, personal consultation, and you should be able to land on the link, and you can schedule a phone call with me. It's a paid consultation, but whatever, with all paid consultation, you get unlimited follow-up phone calls, and I also add you in my private group. In the private group, all the paid clients are there. So uh, there are lots of members whose Amazon business is over $1 million. There are lots of property ventures who invest only in property. I'm talking about all H1b. Many people who have 3, 4, 5 Airbnb properties. There are more than half of my clients are from Andhra, and they have IT business and IT consulting business. I have clients mostly from India, some from China, some from Pakistan, depending on of course, most of the clients are Indian because H1b is very predominant for Indian clients. But if you have any question, feel free to put a comment underneath my video, and I will answer you the best possible way.